Hello, my name is Jerome. This is Learning by Curiosity, and today's topic is on earth-moving machines. Follow me.
Hello, my name is Stewart Hilmes. I'm with Hilmes Construction, and today I'm going to show you our TS18 double engine scraper. The front part of this scraper is part of the push-pull system, where two scrapers can work together. And in a minute, I'll show you the other end of the scraper to show you the other part of the push-pull system. Now this is a twin engine scraper, 2-engine scraper. So the front engine is a V8. 871 engine. It's a General Motors engine. This is a General Motors built. And you come to the operator seat, operator station, the tires, which are the 33/25/35s, which are taller than me. Then we come to the bowl section, which is the front part is the apron that opens up to allow material to come into the bowl, and then it will close to keep the material in there. And then the eject system, which you can't see, but in there, then you open the apron and the eject comes forward to place the material in the fill section. We're going to come to the rear tires. Again, the same size. Now the rear engine in this is just a 6-cylinder. It's a 6V71, and again, General Motors. And then you come to the other portion of the push-pull system, which that hook that you saw in the front will hook over this and allow the operators, the rear scraper, to push this one forward to help load, and then this one will pull the other one to load, and then that hook is hydraulically driven, and that will lift up, and then they separate and they go place the material in the fill section. Okay, we're standing at the rear engine of the TS18. We're going to start it. It's got a separate starter from the front engine. That's idle. We're going to give it a little throttle. That was almost full throttle right there. And so now you can listen to it idle, and the operator runs the controls from his seat. He's got a foot pedal.
As Stewart mentioned, this is a 6V71T, but this scraper has 2 accelerator pedals. Let's listen in as Stewart continues on this segment.
I'm standing at the front engine of the TS18. This is the V871, and the operator has to start this engine from inside the operator's cab. So Tate, if you would go ahead and fire up the engine. So as you can see, this is an 8-cylinder. It's a little louder than the rear engine, a little bit bigger engine, a little more horsepower, and we're going to have him rev it up for you. As you can see, it gets pretty loud. The operators have to wear earplugs so that they don't hurt their eardrums. And that's the front engine. Hey, this is the bowl on the TS18, and Tate's going to fire up the front engine, and he's going to lift up the apron, which allows the material to come in. You'll see the cutting edges, and then he'll run the ejector, which places out the material into the fill section. Go ahead, Tate. Opening up the apron. That exposes the cutting edges so that he can cut the material. There's your cutting edges. And now he'll run the eject select the head. And that dumps out the material into the fill section.
Yeah, there we go. Now it's rolling back.
Closes his apron after he gets done placing material and heads to the cut section to get another load of material.
There it goes. There's the apron, it's going up. You can see the load is being discharged from the bow. One important reason why I have my flashers on, because my car could easily get run over by one of those scrapers without even knowing it. That's the roller and push block. It's designed for allowing a bulldozer is to push the scraper for greater productivity to fill the bowl faster. He's running that the backhoe, but it's an attachment. This is a hydraulic hammer. As you can see, there's a lot of hard basalt rock. That hammer is to break up the rocks. It's got a bit on it that's a hammer, just like a jackhammer. Break up those rocks, so the excavator can actually pick up the rocks and load it in the articulated dump truck. on a construction site, you got to have a crane in order to build structures. This is a Crawlr type crane. As you can see, the counterweight for the back of the crane, those red colored material, those are counterweights. And you can see the Crawlr track, and that's the car body. And it has a very long lattice boom with an attachment up there called a jib. And that jib is able to allow the crane boom is to reach out further, a little farther out. What's happening as the worker hooks up the load onto the, you can see they're going to hoist it up. Way up. There you can see the machine house, or the car body. And there's the load. And he's going to deliver it to the other end of the construction site for the workers. And you can see the one of the workers guiding the steel beam so they can place it down onto the ground or onto or wherever they need that beam at. Construction cranes are very important to lift heavy material and be able to deliver it down to where it needs to be placed on the construction site. And as we zoom in a little bit closer, you'll see that right up above the Crawlr tracks is the car body. And as you can look behind the number 218, those red big pieces, those are counterweight. That balance keep the tracks on the ground when it picks up its load. You have your pulleys right here. That structure, that beam you see there is the live mast, M-A-S-T, live mast. And then you have your lattice boom that takes you way, way up, way up. That's the jib. It's in action, ripping those big rocks up. We got a single tooth shank, and he's It's actually destroying those rocks. Actually scoop up all this heavy rock. What a powerful machine. Don't need a pusher. Dozer. He's just going in there and making that cut in that lower grade and just really moving that earth out of here. A lot of action. Well, Stewart, it's been a pleasure to allow me to come here and to interview you and your equipment, the Terex TS18 scraper.
It's been great having you here, Jerome.
Well, thank you very much. Well, you know, Stewart, I learned a lot. And not only have I learned a lot, but students and kids who are interested in becoming a contractor or a heavy equipment operator, what advice can you tell students and kids who are interested in the heavy equipment industry?
Well, there's lots of opportunities for kids to get involved in this and to learn this. There's training opportunities through the local Associated General Contractors, and most, including myself, heavy contractors have some type of in-house training that's available to young people, because we encourage young people to come. In fact, I think they have a job fair once a year that students can come and look at some of the different opportunities in the construction industry.
And again, if you're interested in vocational programs in the construction industry, there's a demand for young apprentice workers to work up to journeyman level. Stewart, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And have a fantastic day.
You too. Thank you.
You betcha. Here's a trivia question. What is 210 feet long and has 134 tires and weighs in at 560,000 pounds? It is the Omega Load Power Transformer of Omega Morgan of Tacoma, Washington. This is Jerome. Follow me on the next episode. We are going to check out some vintage Euclid dump trucks. Watch Terex TS24 scrapers and Dozer push loading operation. A Caterpillar D10 Dozer moving large quantities of earth. We'll see you next time on Learning by Curiosity, Kids, Machines, and Careers.